There you go. Okay, so yes, we are doing some Slay the Spire then. For anyone who hasn't seen this, this is sort of a card game. This is sort of like a card game roguelike. If you ever saw Hand of Fate, it's similar to that, where a lot of the mechanics are built around you have a deck and it gets shuffled, and it means you don't have direct control of your abilities a lot of the time. However, it doesn't random out. Well, your deck doesn't affect the enemies you're going to be fighting. The reason why I'm partially doing this is because the Defect just moved over to the live branch. He is the third character. He is very, very strange and fun. The other ones we've got are the Ironclad. This is basically like a classic warrior. He has a lot of stuff about like gaining armor or gaining strength to do more damage or take less damage. The Silent is a lot more about like planning out your turns and planning how you're going to affect the enemy and planning a couple of turns ahead and doing stuff with like poisons. And then the Defect, which is the stupid weird one that I love because his mechanics are very strange. Let's head off to this path. So basically, for every one of them, they start... Oh, that's new art for Zap. All the classes have strikes and defends in their deck. The Defect has one fewer strike, I believe, because he's got Zap and Dual Cast, so he's got these orbs. There are a couple of different elements that the orbs can be, but this is the basic one. It's lightning. So at the end of our turn, every one of these slots that's full of a lightning orb deals 3 damage at random to one of the enemies. If we evoke it, which means basically if we were to have 3 of these and we were to create a 4th one, it shifts everything over one to the right. So when this one would go off the board, it explodes and deals 8 damage to a random enemy instead. So this is just a random cultist. They're still a massive threat, but he's not doing anything this turn because he's just being strategic. So our lightning hits him for 6. This is the other way we can evoke. Dual Cast is a special card that looks at whatever the next orb is and lets us evoke it twice. So basically it's a way to do 16 damage. Which is not enough to kill him. So we'll do 6, 6... Actually, wait. Nah, it's not worth it. It won't kill him, so let's only take 1 damage. And the thing is, with this guy, we kind of want to kill him as quick as we can, because he keeps getting strength. There we go, but now he's dead. So, every time we defeat an enemy, we can pick up a card. I don't know if we want any of these. If anything, maybe Beam Cell? So each one of the different classes sort of have different strategies they can build decks around. Okay. That's what I thought. Sorry, I just got a message from my cousin because I forgot to respond to her on Facebook. What was I saying? Oh, so Frost is another one of the orbs that the Defect can make. Frost gives us, I think it's 2 block at the end of turn, and if we evoke it... Hey, I don't think we've actually met in person. I am also... Warning, going to mispronounce your handle, because I mispronounce everyone's handle, unless they've actually yelled at me about it. I think it was Actuale? I assuredly mispronounced that 3 different ways. Let's see. I don't think Glacier's very good. So there's a card that the Defect can pick up that basically makes any 0-cost cards really good, so I think we should probably try and do Beam Cell. The other thing is that Beam Cell also applies Vulnerable, which means that while it's applied, creatures take 50% more damage. So, yeah, we basically play 2 blocks, see how little damage we can take here. Wait, he's not doing anything in this turn, so yes, we should just try and... Oh, wait, can we kill him? No. He'll survive with 4 health? Still, it's worth it. 1 health, right, because after the lightning hits him the second time. And then we just punch him. And then I remember that he had block. So here's another thing that we can get. One, there's going to be a bar that fills up here with all of our different relics, which give us a whole bunch of different effects. They're all very, very different. We can also get potions. This is the worst potion. If I can ever get rid of it, I will. This is Snecko oil. It is a strictly worse version of another card. Or another potion. Because there's a potion that just says draw 2 cards, or draw 3 cards. This one gives us Confused, which randomizes the cost of any cards that we play afterwards. Wait, he's not attacking, so yes, we can just focus on smacking him. Yes, the one massive downside of having a, it's not actually as... Well, I guess it is sort of a smartwatch. Of having a relatively smart watch is I actually get all of my texts and messages sent directly to me. Oh wait, dual cast kills it. Yeah, just finish it off. Ooh, yes, more claws. So, claws especially good. We can afford to lose some health, sure. Not to lose our gold. Claws especially good because it's free, and it says deal 3 damage. All claw cards deal 2 additional damage this combat, so it just keeps scaling up. It's really nice. Okay, this guy's sort of a pain. Slavers are one of my least favorites, because they do a couple of different things based on what weapons they have, and this guy has a net, which means if he's ever doing, I think it's strategic actions, he's going to prevent us from playing our attack cards the next turn. So, actually, we can play everything on our hand this turn. This is wonderful. Okay, so we beam cell, so he's vulnerable, so we do more damage. Strike, strike, and then we defend. So we're still going to take a fair amount of damage, but at least it could be worse. Yeah, so this, strategic. He's planning to afflict us with a negative effect, and thankfully I think we can kill him before that actually happens. Yeah, we can. And if we get... I can show you in a minute here. I actually don't want any of these cards. Where are they? These ones. These are elites. We have a chance of running into elites that can be like 3 slavers at once, and that makes them significantly more of a pain in the butt. That just ups its base damage. That applies 2 vulnerable. That makes it free, which might actually be useful. Yeah, let's make Zap free. So, I forgot to mention, whenever we go to one of these campfires, we can either sit down and rest to recover an amount of HP, or we can smith, which means we'll upgrade one of the cards in our deck. So I'm definitely going to be upgrading Zap, because I think I'm going to be trying to go for a pseudo-free deck. This is the Merchant. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that's new art. Oh, these are all wonderful cards. I can't afford both of these. So, Fusion would let us channel a Plasma. A Plasma gives us an extra energy. I shouldn't be covering it. Down in this corner... oh, wait, but the dogs are. Ah, of course the dogs are. Down in this corner, there will be an energy count, which is basically just a limiting factor of how many cards we can play in a turn. Plasma gives us an extra energy, but I don't think it's really worth it. FTL, however, is really good for us. Oh, yes, and we can afford a pen nib. That is just a cat. I didn't realize that the dogs weren't down there anymore. So, pen nib is a relic. Every 10th attack we play deals double damage. And since we're playing a whole bunch of zero-cost cards, hopefully a lot of our cards will be relatively cheap. 6 damage... Yeah, let's upgrade FTL. So FTL we want to be playing kind of earlier on. If we go this way, we can fight 2 elites. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try and fight 2 elites. Oh, good, we got a Matryoshka. This is a very strange relic. The next 2 chests that we find contain 2 relics instead of 1. So whenever there are 3 acts. Whenever we go to a new act, somewhere relatively near the middle, there's going to be an unskippable chest stop, which will enable us to get at least 1 relic per run. The other reason that I wanted to go after elites is because elites drop relics when they die. Okay, these guys are sort of a pain in the butt. Hopefully I don't forget about the pen nib. We'll see. I'm very good about forgetting about the pen nib. So these guys are quite annoying because these 2 in the front and back stay on the same rotation, and the one in the middle goes on the opposite rotation. They're always either attacking us for 8 or doing their strategic effect, which fills our discard pile with basically dead, useless cards. Our discard pile will shuffle back... Sorry. Our discard pile, which is empty right now, will shuffle back into our draw pile whenever we burn through all the cards in it. So... Usually the best thing to do is try and kill one of these 2 that's on the same cycle, just so that you're not taking damage from too many sources at once in one turn. Then we stack up our claws, and... we actually don't want to dual cast here, because then we'll lose our only orb. And that would be very painful. And yes, I'll see if I can remember about pen nib this time. He's not actually that fat, I promise. He's just very, very lazy today. We had apartment management coming through, so he spent the entire day pretty much trying to hide from everyone. The other thing here is that these guys have a thing called Artifact, which prevents 1 negative debuff. So if I try to apply Vulnerable, it will prevent 1 of them. But it goes away then, so it's still probably best for us to try. I'm gonna try and kill this one next, I think. Okay, strike. This'll be the pen nib strike for 12. There we go. Ugh. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. So that'll kill him before he can do anything else. Oh, so these are the cards they've been shuffling in. These are dazed. We can't do anything with them. We have a set amount of cards that we draw, so we're kind of forced to draw them. But they're ethereal, so since we can't play them, they don't go into our discard. They just, at the end of turn, go into exhaust. It's basically Magic version of getting exiled. And that'll... yeah, this little number right here is all of our exhausted cards. And while there are some cards that care about exhaust, we don't really have any as the defect. Okay, and then the random lightning should kill him. Oh, that's actually not a great relic for the defect. This is Girya. Basically, it gives us another option at... ooh. At, what are they called? At rest stops. We can, instead of resting or smithing, we can now also work out to give ourselves a permanent strength bonus. Which actually might be okay for us. Because 1 strength basically is just add 1 to any damage that you're going to be doing from an attack card. Yeah, we're just taking claw. Yeah, it's basically just get swole. It's way better for the Ironclad, but since we're doing the 0-cost deck, it might actually work fine for the defect. Oh, this is going to be painful. Okay, Claw the Jawworm? Ooh, we're going to take so much damage here. Okay. Yay, free cards. I had to briefly go check to make sure that I wasn't about to trigger the ped nib. Dang it, I was actually kind of hoping we might be able to kill him. So ped nib's active now, so the next attack we do will do double damage. Oh, and good, it's a claw. hell do... Okay, so we claw him. Strike him. Defend... Do we dual cast? Dual cast. Damn it. Okay. There's a very small chance that if the dual cast hit the slime, then we would have just won last turn. But, oh well. Oh, this is actually a much better potion. Essence of Steel gives us plated armor. Plated armor is... So, whenever we apply block to ourselves, it goes away at the end of turn. Essence of Steel gives us plated armor so that automatically at the end of our turn, it just gives us 4 block. But if we take any damage beyond that 4, then it lowers it down to 3, and then down to 2, and then down to 1. So it's good, but it's sort of niche. And these guys are a pain in the butt. These are all louses. These all have this thing of curl up. So whenever they take damage for the first time, they basically... Hang on. Well, whenever they take damage from an attack, they curl up into a defensive ball and get however much block is on their curl up. So, let's... Oh, shoot. I can only get one of them to curl up. Thankfully, our lightning doesn't trigger it because it doesn't count as an attack. It's just passive damage that happens. Okay. Kill that one at least. That was a terrible pun, I'm the dork, and you know it. That won't kill either of them, so let's not dual cast. It would just lose us on damage. We would just lose out on damage. Here, have that. And then we just drew every claw. Okay, so these are some of the weirder ones. Barrage can do really nice damage, because it deals 4 for every orb that we have basically floating around us. And there are cards that let you carry more than 3 at once, but that's not really a thing our deck's going to be doing. Chaos is, again, like, fine? Tempest is okay, but none of these are really for our deck. And we do get sort of a bonus for not having too many cards in our deck, just because we'll end up shuffling through it a lot faster. So this one, I could break its armor now and do some actual damage to it, but then it's going to wake up. And then it'll be stunned for a turn, but that won't actually help us at all. You going to float? Okay. Have fun.
Thanks, you're all warm.
Oh, shoot. It is going to wake up from lightning. I should not have used... Damn it. Okay, my idea behind using the claw was that I was trying to start waking up or damaging up our claw. So yeah, let's just do maximum damage. Yeah. I may or may not have gotten too used to playing the silent. That didn't do as much as I should have beam celled first. I can't remember sequencing in any game. Let's double defend and then, yeah, just strike it. Oh, this is way better. Okay. We can beam cell and then claw, and that makes the other claw better. And then strike, and then we take 18, and I regret my life choices. Because I'm trying to save... Well, I'm trying to save this potion. The other one is awful. Okay, beam cell, then FTL, idiot. Strike and dual cast. I don't remember what its strategic action is. Good, a peace pipe. This works similarly to the Giria, in that this lets us remove cards from our deck at a rest site. Ooh, Steam Barrier, yes. But we need to rest, because we've got a boss coming up. Oh, it's the slime. Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. The slime is weird. The slime is very weird. There's no reason to dual cast now. So, this is a slime. Any slime that's bigger than, like, the medium-sized ones that we were fighting has this ability called Split. So whenever it hits half health or below, it splits into 2 slimes, which have hit points equal to whatever the original slime had. So when this one hits 70, it will split into two 70 health slimes unless we can get it lower than that, which is the hope. I don't think we're going to have enough damage here. Pen nib will do 12. I'm going to hate myself for this, but do it. Okay, there. So it's not going to do 35, because if you get it below, it changes its mind, or it not changes its mind, it gets stunned before splitting. Each one of these will also split, because they are monsters. And unfortunately now we are, so this is why I didn't want to use this, we're now confused, so all of our cards have random costs. So ideally what we want to do is get one... Yeah, it hurt. Oh, God, no. You just made Claw so much worse. I mean, thankfully they're not attacking us this turn, so at the very least we can still power up our Claw. Oh, and now that Acid Slime's gonna split. Because the lightning picked the wrong target. And now our deck is just gonna be full of slimes. Oh, no! Well, this is auspicious for the, first Defect run I've done on the live servers. Or not live servers, on live. If we dual cast it... nope, not worth it. Okay, because we want to save, like, big damage for him so he splits into two much smaller creatures. Oliver, hush. Like that. So he'll turn into two 12 health slimes. That's way better. Now I just need to make sure I don't die. Okay. Ooh, 22. That comes so close to killing him that it's worth it, I guess. Okay. It was! It was because I have lightning. Right. Ooh, yes. Let's get a free zap, so that evokes. Okay, if we get very lucky, we could kill absolutely nothing. Okay. Well, no matter what I do this turn, at least, lightning will kill both of them. Okay, we got a speed potion. Dexterity is similar to strength. Strength basically adds 1 to every attack. Dexterity for each dexterity you add 1 to... Yes! This is the card we need for the zero-cost deck! Dexterity adds 1 to every block that you would create. So this is all for 1. Deal 10 damage, plus put all zero-cost cards from your discard pile into your hand. We're not taking the Choker. Okay. Snecko Eye would let us draw 2 additional cards every turn, but we would always be confused. The Choker, which we are not taking, is a thing to give us extra energy every turn, but it prevents us from playing more than 6 cards, which doesn't work for us. Cursed Key, however, just means we take up a curse at any time we would go to a non-boss chest. Most of the curses aren't that bad, and you can remove them, so I'm fine with that. Let's go up this way, because the other... Actually, we could go up... This way will lead to a... Yeah, this way will lead to a, an elite immediately followed by... That is the worst place for us to get an all-for-one. This way will lead to an elite followed by a campsite, so we can make sure that we're not dying. So these guys are a little bit more annoying, because these are basically sort of an upgraded version of the normal cultist. These ones are chosen. So one, they hit like a truck, and instead of buffing them their own strength quite as much, they do a lot more things to us. So we've got Hex right now. Whenever we play a non-attack card, they add a Daze to our draw pile. Night Cat. He's also weakened us, which means we're doing less actual damage. Yeah. I did that in the wrong order. Play all the free cards, play all the free cards. Okay. So now we take 10? Okay, that could have been worse. And, okay, there we go. Got a beam cell into a claw, into basically just armoring up so we don't die. There we go. Okay. None of these are really good for our deck, so there's no point in really trying to grab too many of them. See, a relic. This is usually a decent relic from him. Oh, he gave us the Ancient Tea Set. Okay. This means that the first turn of a combat immediately after a rest stop, we get an extra 2 energy. Nope, we don't want to dual cast. It won't be worth it. And now we've got a pen nib active, but these guys are a pain in the butt because whenever they hit us, they take 15 of our gold. Ooh, okay, this is better. So we claw. All for one him? Yeah. So we can get our FTL back. Oh, good, and play a zap. Okay, there's a non-zero chance that we kill one of them this turn. Good. And now we get all of our gold back. So, after a certain amount of rounds, they can run away and just take our gold with them. But they did not succeed. So we've got a couple... Again, none of these are zero cost, and none of them are particularly important for what we're trying to do. So we're gonna skip these. I think we can handle trying to get up to this elite. Oh, or we could get a really bad fight. Could get a really, really bad fight. Oliver, hush. I'm going to regret that decision. Quite significantly. Why did I block? Why? That was so pointless. The reason that was pointless is because Steam Barrier actually gets worse every time you play it. In a specific combat. These other blocks don't really get worse or better, so it's fine, but... I think we're going to die here. There's a decent chance we're going to die here. I should have drank those dexterity potions. Yeah, we're going to die here. Ooh. Yeah. Sure. Or you could hit 2 different targets. That works too. I love that we keep drawing all for one as soon as our discard pile is empty. Oh, very poor life choices. Clearly. That was also a dumb choice, but at this point I'm just sort of committed, like, nah, we're gonna die here. See what I can do. Deal 13. That means... Oh, damn it. We've got 4 health while we're fighting a healer. Oh, good to defend. Okay. 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 Yep, 4 health. 4 health. We got this. We got this. Okay, what are the chances... Oh, wow. Okay, Compile Driver got way better art. I've been playing this one in the beta. And a lot of these arts were not this good. Like, even Ball Lightning looked like this, but it was a less pretty version of this. And Compile Driver looked nothing like this and wasn't very good. Okay, If this heals us, we nope, we're actually just dead. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, I'll beam cell. Okay, no one's actually going to hit us this turn. But we'll see if that actually lasts. Okay, he's swinging for 10, he's swinging for 8. Okay. That'll still trigger. Beam cell, claw, and beam cell again, because, again, doesn't actually matter that much. Nope, I have to double defend. So we'll save the pen nib for next turn. Steamer? Okay, so we claw to do as much as we possibly can. Oliver! Oh, god dang. Hang on. Someone is actually, like, walking up and down the hallway outside, knocking on doors, and that's what's making him go crazy. Yep, it's that crazy 5-year-old. 16. It's not worth it. No, it is worth it because we're gonna die anyway. Yep, and now he just kills us. So there's someone who lives in this complex doesn't give their kid an allowance, and what they actually do is tell them to go knock on neighbors' doors and ask to take out their trash for money. This is like a 5-year-old kid that they send around to do this, which is extra awkward because their kid tries to push their way into your house and doesn't have any supervision or anything. And as a second thing, we have a free trash service that does it. So, I'm gonna do a daily climb, and then I think I'm just gonna throw to Chewy. Oh, good, because the daily climb changed since the last time I looked at it. Okay, so these are basically weird special things. The character is pre-select. Oh god, it's diverse. Oh, this is gonna be weird. Big Game Hunter. Elites are now swarming the Spire and drop better rewards. And Night Terrors. Resting at sites heals you 100%, but costs 5 HP. Oh, good. Oh, good. This will be very weird. Yeah, these are all elites. Oh my goodness. Let's go away. That doesn't look like too many fights. So the fact that this is diverse means that we can get cards from the other two characters as well. But they don't in any way interact with a lot of the stuff that the Defect does, so that would be very strange. Yeah, so here we go. We've got, like, Combust. These two are red because they're Ironclad cards. Headbutt, deal 9 damage, place top card of your discard pile into your draw pile. That might not be bad. Or Combust. Yeah, Headbutt's actually not a bad card. Like, for anyone. Move let's go transform a card from our deck. Let's transform a strike. Into... That is a silent card, and it's a silent card that I love, but... Okay, let's remove a card from our deck. Let's pull out a Defend. Just to make our deck a little bit thinner and more consistent. Okay, so we play Zap. Neither of them is attacking, so we just focus them down. Ooh. Dual cast won't trigger their armor. Okay, so no kills this... Well, we can't kill both of them this turn, but that one's so close to dead, it's not even funny. Yep, there we go. No, there's no death... There hasn't been a death counter in a long time, man. Okay, these are weird. Cleave, deal 8 damage to all enemies. Honestly, the defect doesn't have a lot of AoE, so sure. Yeah, let's go fight. Ooh, okay. Bouncing Flask, yes. And then we'll go put the Bouncing Flask back on top of our deck. And sure, we'll Demon Form. Then we can Bouncing Flask again. So, Poison is one of my favorite mechanics. This is a mechanic that belongs entirely to the Silent. Whenever you apply 1 poison, it just keeps adding up. So right now, he's got 17, which means at the start of his turn, he's going to take 17 damage, and then the poison will drop down to be 16. So the turn after that, he'll take 16 damage, and it'll drop down to 15. But if you can find ways to keep stacking the poison on, it builds up to utterly insane levels very quickly. He's got 33 minus 16. I think that should kill him then. Yep, so pass the turn, the poison will kill him. Ghostly Armor, Blizzard, or Burning Pact. Sure, we'll take Blizzard. Oh no, it's a gremlin. Okay. So, this guy is kind of annoying because the first turn he always does the exact same thing. He always casts a buff on himself, which makes it so that if you play anything that is not an attack, he will gain strength. So basically he just... If you do something like, say, playing a block skill, he just keeps getting stronger and stronger. Oh, but we can do the same thing we did last time, so yes. So since I played that and it was a skill, he's now got +2 strength, which is annoying, but I think it's worth it. Because it means we can poison him again. And then... Oh, I entirely misread what Blizzard did. I thought this was a different spell. There's a different card that lets you channel 1 frost for every enemy on the field. This actually does nothing in our deck right now. Good job, me. Yep. Okay, but now he's so low that the poison will just kill him no matter what, so we can just do something and end turn and he dies. Ooh, and we got a bag of marbles. Evoke all your orbs. Green orb slot for each orb evoked. Okay, Storm of... Shiv to each... These are all very weird. Bullet Time is probably the best, though. This is a silent card. We can't draw any more cards for a turn, but it makes everything in our hand free. Bag of Marbles means that all enemies at the beginning of every combat are vulnerable. There we go, so we can do a whole bunch more damage to them. This does only affect attacks, not like the lightning that we'll do at the end of the turn. These guys have 10, we can only do 9 to them. So basically, I should have defended. That's what we should have done. But at least we got rid of the curl up from 2 of them. Sure. This'll be dumb. So we cleave, and then we can throw Bouncing Poison at him, and then he'll just die, because the poison doesn't care about block. This is the one I was thinking of. Chill. Let's actually grab that, because it'll work with our, no worries, OJam. We'll actually be thrown to Chewy pretty much after this run. I'm not expecting this to go super well. Sure, we can Bullet Time. This won't actually do anything that much. Yeah, the Defect is a lot of fun. I'm trying to get as much, of his unlocks done as possible. Oh, I should have Swift Potioned, then used the skill. Doi. Here, have some Bouncing Poison. And a Defend, so that I don't die. Okay, there. Now we've got to chill. Oh, good. Good, I was hoping to get that one. Majestic is the only person who ever used Roulette, Damasu. Okay, let's headbutt, throw bullet time back on top, I guess, because it seems so silly. So we'll cleave, strike. Do I dual cast? I don't think I dual cast. Pretty sure I don't dual cast. Let's be greedy. Let's be greedy. There we go. And now he dies anyway. Ooh, calipers. These aren't actually great for us, but in general, these are really nice. Calipers make it so that instead of all of your block just going away at the end of turn, all of your block instead, or you keep your entire block and then lose 15. Oops, what? No, just grab these two, you silly thing. Which is really good, but it works a lot better for... Also, here's Barricade, which does pretty much the same thing. What do you mean your age? Like, I went... So, actually, that reminds me, Odin's Son, after you mentioned it, I went back to go see when we made Affiliate, and it looks like we made Affiliate the, like, second week of April? So, like, the first wave happened in, like, the first week of April, so I guess we were probably, I think it was the second or third week of April we made Affiliate. So, unfortunately, apparently I missed our year day for subs, but I think it hasn't been that long. Wait, what is this? Can only be played if there are no cards in your draw pile. Deal 40 damage to all enemies. Sure, I've never seen that card before. I don't think I've even actually unlocked that. Okay, now we just got the question card. On future card reward screens, we have an additional card to choose from. So basically, we'll get packs of 4 instead of 3. Yep, so now we're down to 70 health instead of 75. Let's go this way. I don't think we can handle any more elites. Shoot. Okay, we got a curse. It's not too bad a curse, though. Let's upgrade. That makes bullet time cost 2. Makes it do even more damage. Sure, let's upgrade Grand Finale. Nope, give me the max 5 HP. As much as I want to be greedy and take the relic, it's not going to be good. Ooh, you're selling some weird stuff. Catalyst? Ooh, wait. Let's go remove our... No, wait, this is a bad curse to remove. Right, forgot about that. Parasite doesn't actually... So, a lot of curses give you, like, a negative effect when they're in your hand, or if you end your turn with them in your hand. Parasite is annoying because it doesn't actually do anything. It gives you a negative effect if you try to get rid of it. We lose 3 max HP. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt. I guess let's just buy up some potions, because we can't actually afford anything else. Oh, I want that frozen egg. Any relic that has the word egg in it is really good, because they just mean... there's molten egg, frozen egg, and toxic egg. And whenever you get a card that's aligned with that egg, it is automatically upgraded for free. So frozen egg does powers, molten egg does attacks, and toxic egg does skills. I guess let's upgrade the bouncing flask, since we're trying to use that. Okay, this guy will be fun. We actually don't need to bullet time here, but there's no reason not to. Okay, so he's going to throw up armor this turn. His special thing is that he has mode shift. So after we deal a certain amount of damage to him, he transforms into a different mode. Oh, I don't think I can do this the way I want to. Okay. Yeah, because I can't play Grand Finale to get it back from Headbutt. Okay. So the poison should knock him below... Yeah. So the poison will hit. He'll mode shift into this. So he spent his turn... Oh, that's weird. He got Sharp Hide for free. Normally you don't... Normally he has to, like, take a turn using Sharp Hide. So he's got a thing now whenever we hit him with an attack, we take 3 damage. So we kind of want to defend before hitting him. And Cadbury Egg, and Deviled Egg, and 3-minute Egg, and Boiled Egg. Sure, sure. Those are also options, yes. Now he's going to hit us for 16. Okay, so bullet time, headbutt, throw bullet time back on top. Zap. Drink a steroid potion. So a steroid potion gives us 5 strength, but only for this turn. Okay, okay. How is there 1 card left in my deck? No. Okay, so we Bouncing Flask. Cleave, Strike, and annoyingly can't play Grand Finale. Okay, I guess we're just gonna... We're on the poison strategy. Got it! Because we don't get damaged by his lightning for our bullet time stuff. Okay, I'm actually going to let Headbutt go, because I don't want to... Damn it! I wanted to play the finale! Oh, well. Ooh, Offering. Yeah, no, Offering will make us actually able to play that. I'm greedy, give me the Calling Bell. So Calling Bell gives you 3 curses, but then you get 3 relics. So we got a Regal Pillow, we heal an additional 15 at rest stops. That actually doesn't do anything here. The Pantograph, at the start of boss battles, we heal 25. And a Turnip, we can no longer become Frail. Frail makes us get less from playing block cards. I mean, because Cap has a lot of new viewers, and I'm not sure if you joined Cap streams before I did. These are all weird paths. I don't have terribly much money, but there aren't really any merchants either. Wow, there's also no rest stops. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Let's try and avoid some fights then, and take more question mark options. Sure, throw the Bouncing Poison back on top. Why would he be undead? I'm concerned. I mean, it's also not like I'm the Dork came to the streams that much later than you, Damasu. I mean, you were definitely one of the first people who was watching the stream regularly. It was like you, and I think Aleph Cat was very shortly after you. Okay, and now the poison kills him. God, I love the poison. Ooh, a skill potion. Okay. None of these are actually all that great for us. Okay. Like I said, let's avoid some fights if we can. Damn it! Help it. Let's drink the Gambler's Potion. Get rid of these 2. Hopefully draw better cards. Sure. Next power is played twice. We don't have any powers, but okay, thanks, Amplify. Oh, right. I can't play Bullet Time now. Oops. That was dumb. Well, yes, because that everyone in this chat seems to be older than me. Some sort of rule. Oh, there we go. So we chill, then we can Blizzard to deal 4 to each of them, which sounded better in my head. Guess we just strike and strike? Sure. No, I didn't realize you were 91. I don't know why. Oh, do we want to kill one of them? We should probably kill one of them. Sure, throw bullet time on top. Hi, parasites. I love how we've got 2 different parasites now. I mean, my first memory is of playing with a dog, but given the house I grew up in, that was kind of going to be my first memory no matter what I wanted to do. Actually, Warcry might be okay, because it's basically just a draw more cards card. That's annoying. Oh, sure, Beam Cell. So we poison him, and then headbutt him, and throw the poison back on top. So this guy is particularly annoying because he's got this ability called Malleable. Upon taking an attack damage, gain 5 block. Block gain increases Malleable. Basically, whenever it takes damage, it gains 5 block. If we do damage to it, then it changes it up to gain 4 block. And then if you break through the block and do damage again, it just keeps getting worse. So basically, you mostly want to be hitting him with big attacks. Okay, so bullet time. Or poisoning him. Okay. He's going to do something strategic. I don't remember what his strategic is. Oh, enfeebling? Okay, that's not too bad. Here, throw back the doubt, because no one likes doubt. There. Please tell me there's a... Oh. Sure, we'll take an FTL. Oh my goodness, there is no healing anywhere nearby. Sure, have all of my gold. I don't care. I know what item you give us, and it's not that great. If we had beaten them up, we could have... Oh, do it. Do it. Give me those bites. Those sweet, sweet bites. Okay. This may have been a massive mistake. So basically, we just traded a bunch of our maximum HP for the ability to swap out our strikes for bites. Bites do 1 more damage, and they heal us for 2. Ooh, bullet time, go back on top. Unfortunately, we're now fighting the Stabby Book, which means we're actually just gonna die. Because the Stabby Book is a monster. So, any damage that gets through him, like, that he does to us, will create wounds, which I can't remember if they go into our draw pile or our discard, but they're just dead cards. And it can get to the point that he's creating, like, 5 a turn. Okay, so we're Bouncing Flask. I mean, I also remember lots of dinosaurs, but my earliest memory is playing with our German Shepherd. When she was, like, brand new. Oh, I just killed myself with that. Okay. Ooh. So, right, this is part of the other thing, is as we get more experience with the different classes, we unlock cards, so I have to re-unlock all of the Defects cards on live now. This is the best card. It's so good. The problem is that it's ethereal, so if you don't play it as soon as it's in your hand, or if you would discard it, it just goes away forever. Well, for that combat. It's so good, but it's so expensive. Ugh. These other 2 are also totally fine, but Echo Form is so good. And again, the Stabbing Book sucks. It's evil. Just evil. With that, I have been live for, I think, significantly longer than I meant to be. Actually, not that much longer. So, I am going to be heading out. Again, I do see a couple of new folks in the chat. Maybe consider giving us a follow. Like I said, we stream a whole heck of a lot, and if you scroll down below, you can see our full schedule. we are going to be... Let me just make sure he's still alive. Yes, he is. Okay. We're going to be throwing over to my good friend, the Manipool, Chewy. He is currently playing Hearthstone. I may antagonize him over there as well, but we'll see. Good night, all, and thank you all very much for tuning in. Where did I put... There it is. Hey, all. Hope you enjoyed that video, stream, podcast, whatever you're watching. Remember that you can find everything else that we do at, well, Lair of Lore. Right below me, you can see all of them. Just type in Lair of Lore to pretty much anything, and it'll be us that comes up. YouTube, Facebook, our own website, Twitter. And you could even do it on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Lair of Lore, where you could choose to support us and become a patron of Lair, just like Stark Maximum right above me. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you next time.